Roadway safety is a crucial part of driving. Paying attention to your surroundings ensures a safe driving experience for everyone. Notice how the bad driver runs right through the stop sign, putting the pedestrian at risk. When you see a stop sign, you must come to a complete stop and grant the right of way to the pedestrian. School zones mean you drive under 20 miles an hour and pay attention to all pedestrians. The attentive driver pays attention to the stop sign and allows the pedestrian to cross the road.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of Coogan's Corner, a show here at Dartmouth High School that focuses on clubs and activities of student life. Today we're going to be joined by Reagan, Nina, and Gabby, who are some members of the Key Club here at Dartmouth High School. And so part of the reasons we want to do a showcase on the Key Club is throughout the year we've done some amazing work already and we've got more things on the way. But the Key Club kind of has a little bit of a misleading name, right? And so tell me a little bit more about what is the Key Club, what does it stand for, how does that name translate to what we do?
Key Club is actually a community service club, and it's actually an acronym, like fun fact.
So it's an acronym for Kiwanis Educational Youth. It's our adult club, and basically we're the younger association of that.
So that makes a lot of sense that now that you've given it a name, we understand what the Key Club is. So the Key Club's focus is about community service?
Yes.
Here at the high school? Okay. And so what are some of the service projects you all have done so far?
So in October, we did a sock drive where we collected over 100 socks, and during Spirit Week, we held a food drive, and in that food drive, it was really successful. We raised over, I think it was 2,500 cans.
I think so.
Yeah, and we tie that in every year as part of the Spirit Week. So there's actually the grade with the most cans gets points towards the Spirit Week total.
Yeah.
And I mean, just looking at how close that competition was this year, I think that's something that we could put on the radar for everybody for next year that participate in that drive, bringing in canned food items, goes a long way, because that honestly was like one of the difference makers for this year. So when we think going back to October too, why socks?
So we deliver a sock drive to our local New Bedford Women's Shelter. It's kind of like a routine. We do it every single year.
Yeah.
And it's nice that it's local too.
And so it's my understanding too that socks are one of the most requested items at homeless shelters, right? And so it's great that we are able to kind of fill that need and fill that void. So I want to hear a little bit from you all just about Key Club and how it is that you got involved. So what brought you to the Key Club? How'd you find out about it? How did you say that, like, this is a club I want to be involved in? Tell me your Key Club story.
I think I've always known about the club, and more specifically junior year, I was at the club fair, and I thought maybe I'll just try it out for something. I should probably get more involved in the school, and then I just fell in love with the club. I've done multiple different drives. I helped in Boo at the Zoo, and throughout the entire year, I just found myself, I just love community service. I decided to run for president, and then I got that, and I just love that club so much. It's probably one of my favorite things about Dartmouth High.
Great.
Is how involved you are in the community.
Yeah. Nina, how'd you get involved?
So I had heard about it from my friend. She was a year older than me, and she told me that I should join it. And so I joined it the next year, and so that was also junior year. And then I saw that it needed more like purpose. I feel like the people that were leading it didn't have enough like drive. So I ran for treasurer, I got it, and I feel like we do a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I found out about the club through kind of both my sister and Miss McPhee. Mrs. McPhee is our club advisor. She's great. My sister and her had a really close connection. And then when I came in last year, I had her for art, and she told me about it, and I was really interested, and I love community service. So.
Great. And that actually brings me to my next question. So who, Ms. McPhee is your advisor. Can you give me a little bit of an idea about the schedule, when you all meet? If someone wanted to get involved, how would they go about that?
Of course, I think we meet twice a week, or like you can only go to one meeting, that's really fine, but we meet after school Monday, and we also meet in PACE Tuesday, and Ms. McPhee is our advisor. You can email her, or you can email any of us. I always have my emails open, so either Ms. McPhee or Arlecant23 at Dartmouth Schools. just, hey, I want to join. You can join at any time, and we'd love to have anyone wanting to come by.
Yeah, so it's one of those, the more the better, right? Whenever we're doing
Yeah.
one of these service projects, the more hands that we have available is a help. So open invitation, anybody is available to join kind of whenever they want, right? Okay, so what other projects do we have lined up for the year? I know we've done a lot of the kind of holiday drives and the, the food drives to start the year. What kinds of things are on the table for 2023?
Yeah, so last year we did a book drive around this time in the spring, like coming into the spring, but this year we're kind of going to switch it up a little bit. So for Valentine's Day, we're going to do Valentine's cards for our local Brandon Woods nursing home. So that's going to be really fun. And then for the month of February and kind of end of January, we're just going to do like a theme of like random acts of kindness. So just promoting like acts of kindness in our community.
Great, sounds pretty cool. So just to kind of review, Mondays after school and Tuesdays during PACE, you can stop by Miss McPhee's room. If you have more questions, you can reach out to any of the students that we have here that are the leaders of the Key Club and some of the kind of planning boards so that they can get us involved. I think just in closing, I wanted to kind of check in, like what is your favorite memory or favorite thing that you've been involved in as far as the Key Club?
My favorite memory is probably on Halloween. We actually went to Boo at the Zoo together, and we spent like 4 hours there just handing out candy to little kids, and honestly it was so much fun, and I think one of my fondest memories of high school in general, just being able to reach out and give back to the community.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to say the same thing. The people that we met that day, oh my God, all the
so
little
cute.
Halloween costumes were so cute.
My favorite memory is probably last year doing our Junior Achievement Association. It's really fun when you get to go back to like any elementary school and you get to teach a class. I taught on entrepreneurship. It was really great, and I love being with the younger kids, so it was awesome.
That's awesome. Great. Well, I'm glad that you've had such a positive experience with the Key Club, and I hope that anyone that's watching, this episode gets a chance to kind of dig a little deeper, maybe get some more information, and hopefully, join the Key Club as a way to give back moving forward. So we're looking forward to see, what kind of great work and awesome opportunities come up for 2023. So DHS, be on the lookout for new opportunities and ways to kind of support our community and give back a little bit through the Key Club.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.